It looks like the star is back from the dead. We do not own any shares mentioned on the slides. And of course, guys, none of what we say is financial advice. Please speak to a pro if you want that sort of thing. Hey guys, if you're interested in building a 6 to 7 figure portfolio using the power of stock investing, head over to the comment section or the description to sign up for our free masterclass so that we share with you exactly how we do it. Star Media. So this is a company that quite frankly we've ignored forever for good reason. Right? They are traditional media and as we know, social media is completely eating their lunch. But recently, there was a very interesting development which caused the price to actually go up by nearly 80%.
Exactly. So right. If you look at
by the grand scheme of things, it's tiny, but
yeah, exactly. But if you look at all time, it's like still down 90%. But recently, it is up from the bottom about like almost 2 times actually.
Yes. So you know what? Some of these jumps don't happen without a reason. So what is the reason?
Okay, so the first one is this. If you notice, there's a new substantial shareholders.
Yes.
His name is Mr. Tan Sri Tong, and he is the Edge owner, and he basically bought about 5.2% stake in Star Media. Right. So before we actually go into why he bought Star Media, right, we just want to check out whether it has to do with fundamentals first, because it's always about whether to see whether is the business really making money. And if you look at financial year 2022, it actually start to like make some profits. But if you look at the revenue level, right, it's actually still quite bad. I mean, it's dropping, but profit is improving, and it's
a change in expectations. Whenever expectations change, that's when you get big.
Exactly.
So even something as simple as they were making like 10 million loss, but suddenly they make 2 million loss. That's positive.
Yep, exactly. And then, so I actually dived deep a little bit on their segment breakdown, and I noticed that most of their core businesses are actually not really, to say, making a very impressive results or growth. So you can see that their print and digital is still going down, but then there's a recent upward tick. Broadcasting is still more or less the same, and then the rest of the business is pretty much disastrous. If you look at even their segment results, profit, they are still making losses.
Yes.
But the reason why they actually make a profit at their bottom line, the net, is because of the investment income.
Interesting.
Yeah, so majority is actually coming from investments instead of their core businesses.
The jump in the recent quarter.
Yes, exactly. So now that brings back to this about the further comments. Basically, the fundamental is still very so-so only.
Yes.
Yeah, and then the profits are up because of investment income, and we actually got this information from our research team.
Yes.
Basically, he said that maybe Tan Sri Tong actually wants to expand the Edge into different media outlet, because I believe that he also shared that previously he did try to buy Media Prima, but then it got blocked by our former political party. But right now they are trying to buy Star Media if they can. And this is also because they want to get the general media license, which is quite, I won't say it's tough, it's like the period to get it, maybe it's very long, very lengthy. So in order to get that license like as soon as possible, right, you just acquire an existing company. Yes. So yeah, that's the reason why it actually jumped, and why Mr. Tong actually invested in Star Media. Yeah,
there's a rumor that he might end up, taking over MCA stake in the Star, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Well, actually, the part of the reason why the income jumped as well is because over the past, especially after COVID and all that, people were afraid to spend. And so there's been some sort of return with their ad spend.
Yep.
And so that really helped as well. It's a bit of a surprise, but this was reported, I think, back in November or December. Why would Mr. Tong want to buy this media outlet? Would be, some people say that so that he can have a voice. I don't 100% agree, because he already has a voice with the Edge.
Yep.
So I'm not sure what exactly he's adding on, right? Maybe he sees some things we don't. Oh, definitely he sees some things we don't.
Yeah.
And potentially, if especially the government changes, there's a chance that he may be ousted also, because people might see this as some sort of monopoly.
Yeah, exactly.
Because now you have the Edge
and then the Star.
And these are the two largest English newspapers.
Yep, exactly.
So that is something to worry about. But then the second reason why Mr. Tom might want to get the hold of the Star is because his voice is probably not as big if it's just the Edge, because the readers of the Edge is only just a few people comparatively.
Right. That's true also. But that is Star Media.
Yeah.
And the next one we're going to be looking at LGMS.
But guys, before we move on, if you're someone looking to level up their stock investing skills and you need a lot more guidance, we do have a one-on-one program called the Mentorship Program. If you're interested, you can apply it in the comment section or the description.
So, yes. LGMS.
So this company we covered before in our
deep dive,
right?
Yes, exactly. And then, I mean, there was actually a recent bump in share price about like 1 ringgit and 40-ish cent, but then Google didn't really like recorded it because it's just a very temporary thing.
Just
only.
That, yeah.
Yeah. It's just that, that 1 or I would say 30 minutes or 20 minutes kind of time frame. So yeah, they didn't put it, and then it actually went down back to its normalization price. Okay, so the reason why there's a recent bump, which is about 27.68%, is because of this special individual, which is Mitsui, and they emerge as a substantial shareholder as well in LGMS. And this time, the stake is much more higher. It's about 25%, essentially a very big stake. And yeah, so this is the picture that they actually signed and everything. And basically, they bought it from the founders. So they bought it from Mr. Fong. I'm not sure whether this is the wife or not. I cannot remember the faces. But yeah, he bought it from both the founder, Mr. Go and Mr. Fong and Miss Go at 1 ringgit and 10 cents per share at a 25% stake. So yeah, and if you look at even deeper on Mitsui, right? You know this legendary investor, which is Warren Buffett's Berkshire Hathaway. I believe it was like 2020. They actually bought a few Japanese trading companies that he sees as a very undervalued company, and he will say that he will even continue to buy more, because right now his stake for this Japanese company is the highest, I believe, is around 6.8. So he wants to buy up to like around 9.9%. So he's not done buying them yet. And so this Mitsui, who is now have a stake in LGMS, is kind of like indirectly owned by Berkshire Hathaway. Yeah. And it's indirectly owned by Buffett.
Yeah.
So yeah, but if we look at the entire value of the portfolio, right? So like 6.6%, it is around like 3.15 billion of Mitsui. That's the value. But then basically how much stake or how much money did he put inside Mitsui is actually just 1% of Berkshire Hathaway's portfolio value. So it's not to say it's a very big position. So that's a fun fact for you to know. And okay, so you want to check out how's the fundamentals again. Why did they actually acquire? So it's actually nothing to do with their business fundamentals, because it has been it's still growing a little bit, but it's not like a wow kind of like growth. So it's nothing really that interesting. But why Mitsui actually went ahead and acquire LGMS is because their business kind of complements with what they are doing. So they have this subsidiary called the, not really subsidiary, but basically a small business portion from Mitsui. It's called Mitsui Bussan Secure Directions. So it's basically what they do is cybersecurity business, which is akin to LGMS. And they see LGMS have the qualification and certificate to actually like do a lot of different kind of services that most company don't have. So that is the mode that LGMS has. They have a lot of very globally well-known certificates.
So this is just one of their collection in a way.
Yeah, yes, exactly. Yeah, and then so basically they say that they want to help LGMS to diversify their lineup of business, and also they also want to help them expand their customer base, because Mitsui has a tons of customers base that LGMS may not have tapped onto. So that actually gives more opportunity for LGMS. But the downside is, because right now they're trading about 47 times PE.
Yeah. So I mean, I don't know how happy Warren Buffett will be about that. But I think I have a suspicion that the stake is really not related to how the company can grow, but more to do with having a stake.
Yeah.
So maybe shared resources, maybe shared networks. So they don't really care whether it's 47 or 407.
Yeah.
As long as they can get in.
This one is like purely their own business decision. It's nothing to do with whether the business can grow. Yeah,
Yes,
that's
exactly.
true.
All right, guys, enjoying the video so far? If the answer is yes, remember, like, comment, subscribe. And as far as comments go, if you don't like the video, do let us know as well. We always take all sorts of feedback as long as they're constructive.
Okay, so the last company that we're going to be looking at is yet again a glove
Yes,
company.
this is of the big four glove companies. So, this is the unloved one, right? This is the abandoned child.
Yes, exactly. I believe we covered all four big four.
Yes, but it's abandoned by the public. Nobody likes to talk about Kossan, and it's down almost 12%.
Yes, exactly.
So, yes, walk us through. I know they have a very different opinion on the glove industry. The other two or three are quite positive, but they are quite negative, right?
Yes, exactly. So if you look at their recent quarterly reports, they actually just announced it. Their quarter one financial 2023, it is actually making huge losses, about from 2.5 million to now 24.3 million loss. So that's actually a pretty huge dump. And one of the reasons is because the hike in natural gas tariff. I mean, all of the glove company also mentioned this. Their energy cost is actually have been rising up quite a lot. And this time, Kossan actually did specify it's about 59% increase jump in financial 2022. And not only that, it's also because of the sales volume is still dropping. ASP also is still dropping quite a lot. So that's the thing that we already all know. And the thing is that unlike Top Glove, who has actually very positive about the revision in average selling price, Kossan has been very upfront. They just say that they don't feel like short term is going to be that good. Right. Yeah, there's still like a lot of challenges because of the supply and demand issue is still not really like solving or going towards normalization yet. Yeah, so there's still a long more way. In
other words, they're more conservative than Top Glove.
Exactly. Yeah.
And that is a testament to how they run their business. I think if you look at when gloves was all the craze, they were the ones that grew the least, which is also why they were the most unloved.
Yes, exactly.
However, they are, in terms of, you can say, stability in management, stability in thinking, they have always been right at the top alongside Hartalega. They are inseparable, right?
Yeah, a lot of people say that they are like the shadow of Hartalega. I don't know.
Not like it, but they are conservative. And I think that it's an underrated trait. And that's why I always believe Hata and Kossan are the two best run glove companies.
Yes, right? Exactly. So yeah, that's about it for Kossan, and this is the final takeaway for all three. So the first one is basically Star Media and The Edge. So they are merging. I don't know whether is it going to become a big monopoly in the media space. So that is for you to
Star
find.
Edge, how cool, right?
Oh yeah, Star Edge. Sounds like a Star Wars kind of like
Star.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so the second one is more of a LGMS. Whether it's valued unlocked. I mean, in terms of business-wise for Mitsui, definitely is going to be a lot of value added to their business, as well as for LGMS. So yeah, as just now MJ pointed out about shared resources and whatnot. And the last one is basically Kossan versus Top Glove's prospects. So they have a very different type of how to say about the direction about the business. One is not to say bearish, but more conservative. The other one is more very gung-ho, very like positive about the future.
Yes.
So yeah, those are the three takeaways. And before you guys leave, we have our FIRL Pro update.
It's down, no.
Yeah, for April 2023. So if you notice, our top one, which actually the 100% one,
it dropped a lot.
Yeah, it went out a lot. But our portfolio is still in the green right now. It is up about like 8%, I believe.
All right.
Which is still not too shabby. Yeah. However, because we added a few more companies that are in the loss making, that's why you see that
we will expect more volatility in the portfolio going forward, because historically we did not have as much or as little cash as we do right now.
Yes, exactly. Right.
Yes.
Yeah.
And of course, they went up, right?
Yeah. Exactly.
So anyway, FIRL Pro is there to help you shortcut your research journey. Finding investments are very hard, especially if you have busy lives, such as you maybe have kids, you have a day job, maybe you have a demanding boss, whatever it is. Even if you had the skills to pick good stocks and do good research, you don't have the time. And so FIRL Pro is designed specifically for that, to not make a decision for you, but to speed up that journey. Now, how we do it is through very readable, very digestible, and very straight to the point reports on the company's future prospects, on the company's current situation, the numbers, management quality. And sometimes we even meet some of these management one-on-one, right? And they share with us things that they do not want to share in public, or at least not in front of too many people.
Yes.
And so we extract this information for you exclusively. If you want to take a stab at it, but you maybe don't want to commit, check out our FIRL free sample, see whether it suits you. And if it does, hope to see you in the program. Guys, thanks for staying all the way until the end. As usual, thanks for your support. And I look forward to seeing you in the next video.